Hello my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Mary and I give you an extra warm welcome. I would love it if you can click the subscribe button and stay for a while. I upload 3 videos a week, anywhere from get ready with me's, trying on new makeup, shopping my stash. If it's beauty or makeup related, you best believe I'll be filming it and posting it. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate you more than you know. So my voice is sounding a tiny bit better. I'm glad. Okay, for today's video, and I'm sure you already know, obviously, thumbnail, whatnot, my Chanel package is here. It got in late last night through FedEx, so I was not able to film with it yesterday. So here we are. I picked up only a couple of items from the, I think it's the spring 2024 Chanel collection. I'll show you all the actual details once we open this up and start talking about the collection itself. But if you are interested in what I purchased, if I like it, the price tag, and you love luxury makeup, then just make sure to keep on watching. Okay, I have not opened this. There was a bag option and this box option. I went with this one because the last order I got in the little bag. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this, but it's a cute, I love this. Super simple. And then here are the products inside. I only got one sample just because I don't need to be getting so many samples. I don't know what to do with them, you know? I don't even remember what I picked, so let's see. I picked up the eye makeup remover. Perfect. So I do use these from time to time, especially if I end up using like the Make Beauty eyeliner on the outer corner. Like the oil-based makeup removers help make it super easy in removing it without really tugging at my eye. So I got this. I didn't need another perfume sample, so I opted out of that, but I'm excited to try this out and see if I like it. Okay, so I am on the Chanel website, which is where I purchased my products from. I did already see a couple of reviews, but I'm pretty sure the 2 reviews I saw were the quad that I did not get, which has that blue shade. And if you've been here for a minute, you already probably know why I didn't get that quad, because I'm not a blue fan. I'm just not. And even though it doesn't look like a true blue, it's gonna pull like straight up 80s blue on my eyelids. Okay, so this is the
12 seconds later.
Okay, so this is just the Chanel Spring 2024 collection. I don't think the collection as a whole has like a specific name to it. They did end up releasing 4 different items for this collection. An illuminating powder, which is a highlighter, and it's in like the big compact, so the price is up there. A powder blush duo and 2 different quads. One is 78 Rivage, which is the one that has that blue shade, and 88 Coral Treasure, which, as I'm sure you can guess, it has a coral shade in it. It's a little bit more springy for me, like when I look at it visually. For myself, I only picked up 2 items, the blush duo and the Coral Treasure quad. So let's unbox those. Okay, here is the packaging for the quad. Ooh, I did forget to mention. So there is a little bit of a price change. I'll show you a picture of my receipt. I paid $80 for the blush duo and I paid $64 for the quad. But if you go on the Chanel website, and I'll put a little video or something, for the blush duo, it is now $75 and the quads are now $68. So the price for the blush duo went down by $5, but the price for the quad went up by $4. So I'm thinking maybe I didn't get a refund because I only spent $1 more than I would if I were to purchase this now. From me, not a huge deal. It would have been nice if they did send an email saying, hey, there was a clerical issue when we uploaded the beauty items onto our website. So yes, the prices did change, and if you needed a refund, we gave you a refund, and if you didn't, then you didn't get a refund. Just something would have been nice, but enough of that. Here is what the blush duo unicorn looks like, and I do love the black, and then they do kind of have it color coded. This is like the corally shade, and then this is like the mauve tone shade, and it comes in a little pouch. And this is the same size of the blush I purchased for the fall collection of 2023. Did I need another blush from Chanel? I sure as hell didn't, but here we are. This has a 18-month shelf life, and it was made in France. Here is what it looks like. Cute little brush. I have another one of these. I think it's from the fall collection blush. I don't use it. I just don't. I give it to my daughter. And then the little protectant. So here's what it looks like, and it does have a pattern on the blush itself. I hope you can see it. I'm excited to use this, and that actually look like they might be a matte blush. I don't think any of the blush formulas I have from Chanel are matte. I don't know, but I'm excited to try this out. Okay, and here is the box for the quad. Like I said, I purchased 8 Coral Treasure, and this one has an 18-month shelf life, and it was made in Italia. Comes in a little pouch as well. Typical Chanel packaging. And has a little plastic protectant. And it did come with 2 little, the spongy applicators, but I already took that out. Pretty, very spring appropriate, I feel like. Oh, okay, I did not tell you the name of this blush duo, like the shade. So I did look up how it's pronounced really quick. Roses Coquillage is what it said it was pronounced. And just FYI, I did go in to get my lip fillers retouched. This is why my lips look a tiny bit swollen, a tiny bit red. I usually get at least one person asking. That's what's going on with this situation right here. Although they're not too swollen, but yeah, FYI. Okay, so let's swatch this blush, and I'll swatch the coral and then the mauve tone separately. I'm ruining the embossment. And it does have a slight Chanel scent. I like it. There are the 2. Ooh, super soft. Okay, so this definitely feels and looks like it's going to be a buildable kind of formula, which I personally don't mind. I do have 2 different blush brushes here. It's the soft cheek brush from Sonia G, and I cleaned them so that they don't have any leftover stuff from prior uses. I think I'm gonna do the mauve tone in the back and then the peachy tone in the front. So let's start with the mauve tone. I kind of like that there's 2 tones in this blush, because then like you have 2 different tones versus just one in this big packaging, you know? Oh, that's pretty. To me, I feel like it looks like a rosy mauve, not a true mauve. And this brush actually does fit pretty well in here. I don't like big blush brushes, by the way. Okay, pretty. Now we're gonna jump into the corally side and see, like, the brush does fit pretty well in there. I would say a tiny bit powdery, which I don't experience with the Eye and Face palette and the fall 2023 blush that I purchased. But I think it's because of the formulation. I will do some comparisons, which I feel like I already said, but just a reminder. Oh, this one's pretty too. You can see it looking slightly different, like you could tell there's a slight bit different tone here, and then this one's more corally bright. Okay, so far I'm not mad at this formula. I don't know if it's my favorite, but I'm glad at least the formula is different than what I do already own from Chanel. Okay, I have some eye primer on. I went in to the ABH eye primer. Hopefully I don't regret that. It's a hit or miss, honestly, with that eye primer. Now for the quad, which is the Coral Treasure number 88. Gosh, I did take a macro picture of the embossment on the pans because it's pretty cute and it's probably about to go away. So let me just swatch this really quick. Okay. I do own 2 other quads from Chanel, but none of them look like this color story. I'll see if I can pull up some pictures of them. Oh, that's a pretty, like a topper kind of shade. It's a little pearlescent. That's a beautiful color story for spring, I feel like. Definitely more of a buildable kind of formula. If you don't use Chanel, you might be wondering why people purchase Chanel quads, but there's an elegant simplicity of them, I feel like. Okay, so obviously you cannot create a super deep outer corner or anything like that. So you're probably gonna have to be pretty strategic with how you use this. I don't know if I'm gonna end up using all 4 shades. Like, I feel like you can use this on your crease and then use that as your shimmer. But let's try. Let's do this tone right here. I think that's the lightest. And this is the Sonia G Crease L. And I'm just gonna put that in my crease and see if you can see that. Okay, you can. Okay, I think I'll leave the orangey kind of salmony tones up top and I'll do the pink on the lower lash line. See how that looks. I feel like palettes like this are either your thing or they're not. It's the one that interested me the most out of the 2. Okay, now I'm going to jump into this one, which actually they both kind of look like a sheeny kind of formula. But we'll see. It does seem a bit darker. This is the Sonia G Worker S. It's like a flat, fluffy brush. I'm just gonna put this in the outer corner. If you are darker than me, I don't think you'll be able to do much with this quad. Maybe get the one with the blue and the black in it. Because I feel like these are more like pastel kind of shades. Okay, but this one is showing up significantly more than the other tone. Okay, and now for the rosy pinky tone. This is a Sonia G Pencil L. I'm just gonna run this on my lower lash line. Hopefully it looks okay. Oh, there's a hair on here. Okay, you can definitely see that. It's a pretty pink. Okay, I did put a tiny bit of NYX glitter glue. I have gotten the comment before that Chanel doesn't need glitter glue. I get it. These are my eyes. This is my eyeshadow palette and I get to do whatever I want. So I used glitter glue. All right, I'm gonna jump into the pearlescent shade. Pretty. It's a tiny bit shifty, but it's very pretty. Very spring appropriate, I feel like. Okay, let me finish off the other eye and then we'll do a couple of comparisons for the blushes. Okay, here is the completed face. I am losing light. What time is it? It's 2:55 in the afternoon, but it's very cloudy outside, so apologies, but I hope you can still see the makeup. This eye look is so pretty. It's giving me a tiny bit of like flower power vibes, and I'm not mad at it. So cute. Not something I would typically wear or that I often would wear, but I feel like there is some occasions where I would wear something like this. Again, Chanel is, as far as eyeshadow formulation, they're a more buildable kind of formula. Do not expect Pat McGrath, Natasha Denona, indie brand kind of pigment. It's more of a soft, angelic, sophisticated kind of look because there is people out there that prefer these kind of eyeshadows, formula wise that is. Okay, so now we're gonna compare this new blush. with the ones that I already have. So let me swatch them again because I did remove the swatches. Okay, so let's do the mauve here and the corally here. And I do feel like the formulas, as far as blushes, all the formulas, honestly, they're buildable kind of formulas. You're not gonna get straight pigment right off the bat. Definitely a matte formulation. Now let's compare it to this one, which is the Beige Rosé et Mauve, which is from the fall collection that I purchased. And I do feel like the darker portion is like a matte. Here, let me swatch that. Definitely darker than this one, but the formula itself feels fairly close to it. Just how soft it is. No, but see, even then, like this one you can see a tiny bit of sheen, and I don't think you can see any on this one. Am I seeing things? I don't know. No, I see just a slight sheen in this one. It's very hard to get the lighter. See it like it has, but I'll swatch it right underneath that. This one is not super glowy, but it does have a slight sheen to it. I feel like anytime I wear it, I feel like it gives a slight sheen to my cheeks, and I don't feel like I have any on this one. By the way, I did go in with highlighter. So the formulation from this one is different to the new one that I got from this collection. I do feel like you get a little bit more of a glow from within versus like a matte formula, a soft matte. I and Faith palette, you know I love this. You can clearly see that I love this. This is the highlighter I used for today. I also used it on my brow bone. I have a feeling, I mean, you could tell just from looking at the pans, this is nothing like this formula. So I think I'll only swatch these two just because they're close to the shades that we have. Yeah, nothing like it. I do feel like this formula is a tiny bit unique from Chanel and more pigment. Okay, and see how you can see that slight sheen. I'll tread softly with the burgundy one because it's a pretty dark shade. So I kind of wish they would bring this formula back, maybe in a duo or in another quad like this. 100% from everything that I have tried from Chanel since I started to being into Chanel, this has been my favorite launch from them. It just has. Okay. All right, my lovelies. I'm not even going to show you swatch comparisons to the quad because I don't have another eyeshadow palette that looks close to this in my collection. I only own two. As far as the blushes, the formulas that I own are different, but I feel like the tones that I gravitate towards too are pretty similar. So even though I have 3 different formulations, if I were to wear one on one cheek and one on the other, you probably would not be able to tell the difference that I had 2 different blush formulations or 2 different blushes. That's just the truth. Maybe the fall collection one just because it's darker. But even then, if I wear this and I wear this dark one from this one, you probably won't be able to tell too much of a difference. So no, you don't really need this collection. The main purpose of this video is if you are interested in this collection, I'm reviewing it for you and letting you know what I think about the products. It's definitely that very soft buildable formula that Chanel has. So if you don't like that, you won't like this collection. But if you do and you like the soft application and building up, and I'm talking about the blush because you're not going to be able to build up too much on the eye look or get any darkness in the outer corner. But if you like that kind of makeup application where it's a tiny bit easier to work with, then I do think you'll enjoy this. It's funny about the price changes, but at the end of the day, I ended up paying just $1 more than I would if I were to place an order right now. And if you want to darken up the outer corner, you could just go in with some eyeliner and kind of smudge it in the outer corner, and you'd be able to give that depth if you're one of those people that needs it every single eye look. But overall, I'm happy with my purchases. I enjoyed both products very much, and I have a feeling the blush for sure is going to get a lot of use out of me. I think for the quad, I would probably incorporate shades from other palettes when I use it. But it's a pretty one. The formulas in there are very pretty. That shimmer shade is actually stunning. Yeah. Okay, oh my gosh, I did not tell you what else I have on my face. Let me tell you, because I did use a couple of Chanel products. So for the foundation, I have the Dior Glow foundation, and I mixed in my Surratt Dewdrops. For concealer, I went in to the Makeup Forever HD concealer, the one that is no longer available. Cream products, I went in to the Victoria Beckham Contour Stylist, the Milani Cream Bronzer. I didn't use any cream blush because I really wanted the Chanel blushes to be the focal point of my cheeks. Powders, I went into the Huda Beauty Pressed Powder for my under eyes, the RCMA loose powder for the rest of my face. And then for bronzer, I did use the big glow bronzer from Chanel. I don't think that's available anymore, but I do really love it. And if you have it, pull it out and use it. And for the lips, I have on the Chanel Natural Beige or Beige Natural lip liner. And then I went in to this little lipstick. What is the name of this? Eaze, I think. The lip liner is a tiny bit lighter than the lipstick, but I actually do really like how that looks. It almost looks like popsicle lips, and it makes my lip, I mean, not that I need them to look bigger right now, but yeah, I love how it looks. Almost like a reverse ombre, but the lighter shade is on the outside. Eyebrows. I went in to my Benefit Cosmetics eyebrow pencil and the Make Beauty eyebrow gel. Okay. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Keep in mind, I am not a Chanel expert. I just started dipping into the brand 2, maybe 3 years ago. I'm not an expert, and even if I was, just be kind in the comments, okay? In a world full of super ugly people, choose to be kind. All right, I would love to know what you thought about this collection when you saw it. Did you want to pick anything up? Did you think, oh, another boring Chanel collection? I feel like Chanel makeup is either for you or it isn't. I feel like it's becoming one of my top luxury brands. I don't know, but I feel like it's mostly, well, no, they have good products all around. Yeah. Okay, anyways, just let me know. Let's start a conversation down in the comments. With that being said, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. You have no idea. All the comments, all the likes. If you use my links to shop, it truly does mean the world to me. Do not forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And I will see you all on the next video. Bye.